Every year, visitors from all over the world are happy to finally live their dream of experiencing life in the beautiful city of Barcelona. Being the most expensive city in Spain, the long list of things you'd like to do or see shrinks very quickly when you realize how high the cost of living in this city is. But the thing is, you can, in fact, have an exciting and wonderful time in Barca without breaking the bank. Limited funds can't be the reason you won't get your much-deserved adventure, right? Well, that's why I'm here to show you how to spend 2 days in Barcelona, or Barcelona, on a budget. Let's get started. Day 1. Now start your first day in Barcelona with a visit to Parc del Guinardó, a quiet park with killer city views that's way less crowded than Parc Güell. Tucked into the Horta Guinardó district, this spot is free and perfect for a morning walk. Hop on the first L4 yellow metro line that you see from Passeig de Gràcia de Guinardó Hospital de Sant Pau. It's a 15-minute ride that's great for budget travelers. It costs about €2.50 with a T-Casual card, and a 10-ride ticket is just over €12. Again, a fantastic deal. From the metro, take a 15-minute walk uphill to the park entrance on Carrer de Garriga i Roca. Here you'll find pine-lined paths, and you can follow those to a spot for highly recommended views over the city of Barcelona, the Sagrada Familia rising through the skyline. You will see, it is absolutely beautiful. You can spend around an hour here to get a feel of the environment and take some amazing photographs. You can still explore the lower terraces at the park after taking in the views. You'll probably find small gardens with benches in case you need to get a little quick rest. And if you're lucky, you'll probably see some locals doing yoga or even sketching at the skyline, and it adds a whole artistic and just peaceful feel. The park has a mix of greenery and stony paths. The best way to explain it is like getting your own secret escape from the city's hustle. Now it's time to get breakfast. Let's hit up a quaint cafe in the Gràcia district. We're taking a 25-minute journey back on L4 to the Joanic station and a 5-minute walk to Plaça de la Verina. Now, this local hangout serves a hearty, wallet-friendly breakfast that you gotta check out. Grab a fresh croissant with jam and a café con leche for about €5 there. The vibe, it can't be overhyped. You're going to see wooden tables, board games, just perfect for a chill start to your morning. It'll save you to stick with just tap water and be kind to leave a little maybe €0.5 tip too. While you're eating, see the chalkboard menu for what daily specials they have. On some days, they've got mini churros that are available for €1 extra. Now, the cafe is quite cozy also, I hear, which is pretty great if you want to just relax and people watch. Now, I know Spain loves their soccer and maybe even bullfighting, but ultimately, people watching, that's their main sport. Locals are always chatting over cups of coffee, and there usually are kids playing around nearby. Now moving on, let's take a 10-minute walk through Gràcia streets to Casa Mila, one of Gaudí's architectural beauties. There's no need to get expensive tickets either. You can admire the wavy stone facade and rooftop chimneys from outside for free. You've got 15 to 20 minutes here to take more photos of Passeig de Gràcia. Now to explore more of Gaudí, walk another 10 minutes to Casa Batlló and check out this colorful mosaic-covered exterior, all for free without a ticket. While at Casa Batlló, cross the street to get a wider view of the building's dragon-inspired roof, a nod to Catalan legends. Next, take a quick detour down a side street like Carrer de Valencia to see more modernist facades. Some include intricate ironwork balconies. And again, you can look at all of this for free. You can still also get another 15 minutes just moving around here to get a feel of the neighborhood. For lunch, head to Mercat de Santa Caterina in the Born district. A 20-minute walk or even a quick metro ride. Now, the market doesn't see as many tourists like La Boqueria, and it has way more affordable things to eat. You can grab a bocadillo sandwich with jamón iberico and a fresh juice from a stall for about €6 to €8. Find a spot outside to get a good feel of the area. Take about 45 minutes moving along the colorful stalls of the market. Here you can see lots of fresh produce and local cheeses. Ooh, the cheese is good. And you should be able to see and admire the market's tiled roofs. If you're fluent in Spanish, unlike myself, obviously, you can have a chat with vendors and they can share some tips on the freshest products that are available. And if you still feel hungry, you can get an empanada for about €1 from a nearby stall to round out your meal. The Born District's cobblestone streets nearby are beautiful, and just a quick stroll would convince you. Don't forget to check out Carrer del Rec. They have a lot of boutique shops and street performers that you can enjoy. In the afternoon, take a 7-minute walk through El Born to Parc de la Ciutadella, Barcelona's main hub. It's free to enter and just ideal for a budget-friendly afternoon. You can check out the Grand Cascada Fountain. Here you can rest by the lake where rowboats glide. Renting one costs about €6, but you may want to skip it to stay on budget. You can take 60 to 90 minutes exploring the path if that's kind of your thing. Feed the ducks with oats or seeds that are all available at nearby stores for about €1. Don't miss out on the park's not-so-secret but hidden corners, like the small greenhouse or the Catalan Parliament building, which you can admire from outside. If it's sunny, chill out on the grass near the bandstand. Local musicians sometimes play impromptu sets there. You can find your way to the giant mammoth statue that's tucked into a shady grove. There you'll get an idea of what it was like in the park's old zoo days. Allow for an extra 30 minutes maybe to move around these extras, soaking in the park's mix of both history and leisure. Next, in the late afternoon, take the L3 Green Metro from Paral-Lel, and then a 15-minute walk from the park to Lesseps. Then walk 10 minutes to Bunkers del Carmel on Turó de la Ribera. Now, the metro ride is about €2.50, and the bunkers are free. These old Spanish Civil War bunkers offer jaw-dropping 360-degree views of Barcelona, especially at sunset. Bring a €1 bag of olives from a nearby supermarket and hang out for an hour as the city lights up. The bunker's concrete platforms are perfect for sitting, and you might catch locals strumming guitars or even sharing picnic snacks. For dinner, assuming you didn't load up too much on olives, head back to Gracia via the L3 to Fontana Station. It's a 30-minute ride for, again, about €2.50. Walk 5 minutes toward La Pubilla at Placa de la Libertad. It's a no-frills spot that serves Catalan classics. You can order the Menu del Dia, which could include roasted vegetables, seafood, noodles, and a dessert, for about €14. Tap water's definitely going to save you a couple of euros, and also don't forget that €1 tip. After dinner, move around Gracia squares like Placa del Sol. Here you'll see some street musicians and locals just having a good time. Grab a €2 gelato from Gelateria La Gracia to wrap up your first day. Here's some insider tips. Now, getting around Barcelona on a budget is pretty easy with its solid public transport. The T-Casual card, again €12.15 for 10 rides, works on metros, buses, and trams. And each ride, individually, costs €2.55, and transfers are allowed within 75 minutes. You can grab it at any metro station. Now, for a fun and budget-friendly ride, try the Montjuïc cable car for €8 one way. But limit it to maybe just once because the costs can really add up. Walking is the best way to catch Barcelona's charm. The neighborhoods like Gracia and El Born are compact with hidden courtyards and street art everywhere. For a free map, pop into a tourist info kiosk at Placa de Catalunya to plan your routes. Now let's talk about Bicing, which is Barcelona's bike sharing system. It's another great option. Download the Bicing app, that's Bicing, to get bikes for as low as €0.79 for every 30 minutes. That's perfect for cruising at the beachfront or Gothic Quarter. Now here's also a really good tip. Don't use taxis. They're going to charge you €10 to €15, which isn't what you need to be doing if you're going to try to stay on a budget. Only use them in emergencies. Now, if you're biking, stick to the dedicated lanes along Avenida Diagonal. It's all pretty safe and far from trouble. Your accommodation can also be catered for within the budget. For examples, hostels in El Raval or Poble Sec are less expensive choices. Sant Jordi hostels have dorm beds that you can get for €20 or a private room for €60 and up. Check Hostel World for deals. I've got a link in the description. October or March is the best time to visit if you want to come in when there are fewer crowds and cheaper rates. Also, you can add the mild weather for walking to that list. Keep this in the back of your mind, too. Barcelona's airport, Josep Tarradellas Barcelona El Prat, is about 10 miles away, so you're going to want to know how and where to start your journey. Take the Aerobus for €6.75. Give or take, you're going to spend 35 minutes on the way to Placa del Catalunya. Or you can take the R2 Nord train for €2.55 with the T-Casual card, which will be about 25 minutes to Passeig de Gracia. Buses run every 5 to 10 minutes and trains every 30. For a budget lunch near the airport, grab a €5 sandwich at Pans & Company in Terminal 2 before heading downtown. Now, on to day 2. Let's kick off day 2 with breakfast at Bar Lobo in El Raval. A 6-minute walk from Placa de Catalunya or a quick L3 metro ride to Catalunya for €2.55. Now, this trendy, affordable spot serves a killer tortilla española and coffee for about €6. Just sit outside and watch the artsy neighborhood wake up. Leave a €0.5 tip and head out ready for the day. Check out the bar's graffiti-covered walls and get a quick photo, a nod to El Raval's street art scene. If you're early, walk 5 minutes to Placa del Àngels to see skateboarders practicing tricks outside the MACBA Museum. It's basically a free slice of local culture. Next, take a walk for about 10 minutes to the Gothic Quarter for a free walking tour of Barcelona's historic center. Tourists meet at Placa Real. There you can check Sandman's or Guru Walk for the schedule, and check out spots like the Barcelona Cathedral and Roman walls. Guides work for tips, so €5 to €7 per person is quite fair for a 2-hour tour. You can move around the old alleys, you can learn about the city's 2,000-year history, and you can get great photos at places like the Pont del Biz Bridge. After the tour, spend 20 minutes exploring nearby Carrer del Bisbe, where street vendors sell handmade jewelry for €2 to €3. Perfect for a budget-friendly souvenir. You can pop into the cathedral's cloister if it's open. Plus, there's free entries before noon, and you can see its resident geese and serene courtyard. For lunch, head over to La Boqueria. That's a 5-minute walk from Placa Real. Now, this iconic market can be full of tourists, but hit the back stalls for budget-friendly bites. Try Bar Pinocchio for chickpeas with blood sausage or fried calamari for €8 to €10. A great deal. You can grab a €2 fresh fruit juice and eat at the counter so you don't have to pay service fees. Now take a 45-minute walk checking out the market stalls. Now look, I know you're going to be tempted, but let's stay strong and stick to that budget. For a sweet deal, find the candy stall near the Rambla entrance for €1 bags of sugared almonds. Walk 5 minutes to Placa de la Boqueria to see the Jean Miro mosaic on the pavement. It's a free art movement amid the market buzz. Now, later in the afternoon, you can take the L4 metro to WAM 1 to Barceloneta. A 10-minute ride is €2.55, and there you can have a nice chill beach day. I've been. It's quite nice. Barceloneta Beach is free. You can get a €1 snack or even a cheap beer from a nearby supermarket and stay on budget. There, you can take up to an hour or two in the sun. Really soak it in. Get that tan. Believe me, it feels good. Walking by the boardwalk, you're going to see some sandcastle artists and street performers that you can engage with. Or, if not, you can just stick your feet in the sea and feel that water. There are also other things that you can try, like joining the locals that are playing beach volleyball, or taking 30 minutes to stroll near Port Olympic, where big and beautiful yachts and the iconic fish sculpture by Frank Gehry make for great photos. Walk 18 minutes now to the Moco Museum in El Born, or you can take bus 47 from Barceloneta for about €2.50. Now, this contemporary art museum showcases bold works by artists like Banksy. Is there a more famous artist right now than Banksy? I'm not so sure. Tickets are €17.95, but if that's too much, you can still check out the free street art in El Born's alleys. Here, you might find some vibrant murals. You can spend about an hour here at the museum, but when you leave the museum, be sure to head to Placa de Sant Igústivel, which can be about a 5-minute walk. That's going to lead you to a quiet square with benches and a fountain. You know what that's perfect for? Sketching and relaxing, of course. Just nearby, you can find some artisan shops that sell €2 postcards with local custom designs. Pretty cool. Send me one too while you're at it. Now for your final evening, head to Can Pagsano, which is in Barceloneta. It's a 7-minute walk. Now this legendary spot can serve cava, sparkling wine, and tapas at unbeatable prices. Leave the champagne behind. Cava here in Barcelona, tremendous. Order a glass of cava for €1.50 and montadito small sandwiches for about €5 to €7. Now this place is standing room only, so it's best to arrive by 7 p.m. to beat the massive crowds. Try their spicy chorizo montadito for a flavor kick, and chat with locals elbow to elbow for a true Barcelona vibe. There's still some time, so you can walk about 5 minutes toward Carrer de la Reina Cristina for a €1 cup of coffee. Just end your day with that scenery and that cool, crisp air. Your trip can end with a stroll in the sunset along the much-loved Port Vell waterfront. That's a 10-minute walk from Can Pagsano. Here you can see gunboats in the marina and admire the beautifully lit-up W Barcelona Hotel. Grab a €2 churro from a street vendor to munch on as you reflect on your Barcelona adventure. For a final touch, you can cross the Rambla del Mar Bridge to Mer Magna, which is just a 5-minute walk where buskers play flamenco and the sea breeze wraps up your trip. And hopefully your Spanish accent's a lot better than mine. Click the video on screen right now to check out more budget-friendly cities and trips around the world. See you in the next one.